Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but before that don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. The Golden State Warriors now have a record label. This week the Golden State Warriors took entertainment to the next level, blending music and sports. The Bay Area basketball team announced a groundbreaking new project. A record label, Golden State Entertainment, makes the Warriors the first and only NBA team with its own record label, and its debut release For the Soil dropped last week. The album features tracks from some of the Bay Area's most popular exports, including E42, Short City, Gzigolel Russell and Larry June. The album came just in time for the NBA's All-Star festivities, which were held last weekend in San Francisco. Pilo, a Filipino-American rapper who produced For the Soil, performed during an NBA All-Star tip-off party on February 13. The lifelong Warriors fan has been tapped by the organization before he wrote his convertible as part of the Warriors Championship Parade in 2022. For the Soil is a 9-track album which officially made its way onto Spotify on February 12. Pilo contributed to all 9 tracks on the album, and he began work on Golden State Entertainment's inaugural release last summer. In fact, Pilo spearheaded the launch of Golden State Entertainment in 2022, serendipitously months before the Warriors' championship victory. The whole business comes together thanks to David Kelly, the Golden State Warriors' chief legal officer. Kelly's impressive resume, which is perfect for the job, includes a law degree and a stint in the music industry as capital D of the Chicago rap duo Al Natural. The Warriors partnered with Empire, a distribution and publishing company, to release For the Soil and its eventual successors, while several NBA teams have partnered with musical artists from Jay-Z to 2 Chainz to DJ Khaled over the years. Golden State is the only team with its own designated record label. NBA makes Warriors announcement for Jimmy Butler's return game against Miami Heat. The Golden State Warriors need to make a bold move at the trade deadline, and they did just that. While the initial move, general manager Mike Dunleavy Jr. tried to strike, fell short, he remained keen on making a move. Had Kevin Durant not been against a mid-season trade, their Warriors could have seen the 36-year-old superstar return to the Bay Area. Instead, Golden State landed disgruntled Miami Heat star Jimmy Butler, who had requested a trade over a month prior to the deadline. Upon his arrival to the squad, the Warriors have been solid, posting a 3-1 record with Butler on the hardwood. In those 4 games, the Golden State forward averaged 21.3 points per contest. Stephen Curry finally got his much-needed co-star, as the team had a sub-per record at the deadline despite a scorching hot start to the season, with the Warriors feeling the urgency of Curry's career coming closer to an end. They're banking on the pairing of the legendary guard and Butler to help give them one more title push along the way. Butler will have a matchup against the Heat to Prof. He was the true winner of the trade. That game will now be aired on TNT when it's played on March 25. Athlon Sports' Grant Ath shared the league's announcement on X. The replacement for TNT is the Golden State Warriors vs Miami Heat game matchup, which would be Jimmy Butler's return game. As Seth shared on X, with over a month until the contest takes place, Butler and the Warriors will be able to find form while the Heat try to build around Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo. Golden State is currently 28-27 on the season and is in the thick of the playoff race, looking to avoid the play-in tournament. Warriors get bad news on $228 million trade target. The Warriors have long fantasized about adding Bucks star Giannis on Monmo next to Stephen Curry in pursuit of a 5th championship in the Steve Kerr era. However, the odds of that happening continue to shrink. In an interview with Greece Cosmo TV, now confirmed that he has no intention of seeking a trade from the Bucks at any point in his career. "I don't think that I would ever text and ask for a trade. I am not this kind of guy. They would have to kick me out." Now said by a Eurohoops. Earlier in the interview, Anormo joked about the Bucks trading him to a smaller market like the Detroit Pistons, citing the example of the Mavericks moving Luka Doncic to the Lakers. "At least Luka went from Dallas to La. Why you are sending me to Detroit?" he asked jokingly. "NBA is business. If I got traded, I would inform my family and would do my job." Hailing from a small town in Greece, Anmo has often spoken about about the importance of loyalty to his basketball legacy in the past. The Greek freak has spoken about following in the footsteps of Kobe Bryant, Dirk Nowitzki and Tim Duncan as legends who spent their entire careers with one franchise. In his chat with Cosmo TV, the two-time MVP reiterated that desire while talking about his honor of being Greece's flag bearer at the 2024 Paris Olympics. What are the chances for a kid born in Sepoy to Nigerian parents, who were illegal immigrants, to be the first person to open the ceremony? 0.00001%. Maybe, he asked. I swear to you that I didn't know my mother was the. Somehow she managed to get down to the riverbank and she made a sound that I can hear from everywhere, and suddenly I saw her. I was like, hi mom. Although the Warriors added six-time All-Star Jimmy Butler at the 2025 NBA trade deadline, there is increasing belief that the franchise is not done making big moves. According to multiple insiders, Golden State could resume its pursuit of Kevin Durant in the summer of 2025 and potentially inquire about Antetokounmpo's availability with the Bucks. The latter scenario largely depends on Milwaukee's performance in the 2025 playoffs, where they are expected to run into juggernauts such as the Celtics, Cavaliers and Knicks. Outside of Durant and James, Giannis is the other Tier 1 superstar that the Warriors view as a dream trade target, sources said. Clutch Point's Brett Siegel wrote on February 3, it is highly unlikely that the Bucks would part ways with Giannis right now, especially why, given Golden State's lack of enticing assets. Report: the Warriors want Giannis at Brett Siegel. If the Bucks fail to make another deep postseason run following the disappointments of 2023 and 202-24, they could potentially blow up the roster, making now a coveted target for teams across the league like the Suns. The Bucks are fighting to remain in the title picture despite a crushing luxury tax that is causing the team to operate tens of millions in the red with very limited ways to adjust the roster. ESPN's Brian Windhorst wrote on February 10, the good news is superstar Giannis and DMO has shown nothing but support and investment in the team, but he knows all of the above too. And you fan, what do you think of Antetokounmpo situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.